Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. I may or may not include timestamps in the description below after the fact. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on whether or not I feel like doing it. You know? With that being said, I was about to congratulate somebody for being the first person in chat, but like I just started the stream. So wow, congratulations, Femyoz, for being the first person in chat and saying donate here. But in all seriousness, hello, Anon420 Serial, and congratulations on being the first person in chat. Good to have you back. Hello, Cheese Grater 69, good to have you back as well. Hello, Batal Crafter. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Daniel Berry. Hello, Pike Ponytails. Hello, Combo Master. Hello, Sir Squirrel. Hello, Abdurazik. I always pronounce that wrong, I'm sure. Hello, Butterfly and Cookie. Hope you're doing well. How you doing? I'm based on the material we covered, a minute ago. I could be doing better. We covered some very, very depressing stuff, but we're gonna move past that, okay? We're gonna do what I always do, which is, if something makes me sad, I'm gonna ignore it and pretend like it's not there. Very, very smart, by the way. It's what every therapist recommends you do, is if you ever have problems or things that make you sad, you should avoid it at all costs, and never take anything seriously, actually. Femyoz, I am super pouty. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. What am I meant to do? Like, say, no, you're not allowed to do that or something? I have no idea. I have no idea. But anyways, we're gonna switch gears, all right? I gotta switch gears back into to comedy mode. It was weird, because, like, I had to switch gears from, like, comedy mode to, oh yeah, we're covering, like, a serious topic mode. Which is very difficult because it was difficult subject matter. And my brain goes to comedy mode when we cover fucked up stuff. Because it's like, oh yeah, that's sort of how my brain processes stuff. That's besides the point. Yeah, kind of difficult. But now we gotta go the other way. Alright? I gotta take things not seriously. Alright? I gotta unlearn what I learned within the last however long. Alright? W, running away from your problems. So awesome sauce. I agree, sweetener. Spitting nothing but straight facts. Hello, the gaming giant. Saying bottom. Nuh-uh. Chat, we have a lot of fun stuff today, alright? One of the things that I'd like to talk about, or I don't know if it's talking about it, it's less so talking about it and more so showing it to you, alright? When we got more viewers, I'm gonna show it, alright? Because it's only 44 seconds long, but, I decided to start writing a schizophrenic commentary diss track, okay? Now, don't get too excited, because I'm probably never gonna finish it, alright? Whatever you hear is probably the most I'll ever work on it, because I'm gonna forget about it by tomorrow. And not remember that this was, like, a thing I did. So don't worry, we're gonna get into that, alright? We got some quality stuff there. Don't you worry. Double tap the smash like to boost me in the algorithm, make me happy, all that good stuff. Yeah. Femyoz would ground me from my depression. Let's go! I want to be here. Hell yeah. Hey XQC, didn't know you streamed here. Alright, I'm not one of the French people, alright? I would never be. That's like almost as bad as being British. Dum Dum TM? I don't know what that means. But thank you for sharing. Femyoz would ground me from my depression. Okay, you guys, people call me a bottom. And then the same people that call me a bottom say stuff like that. And it's like, well, you think you might be projecting a little bit? You ever considered that one? Maybe, potentially. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm starting to think, maybe that might be the case. I'm just saying. Baguette, yeah, baguette, Eiffel Tower. Oui. Croissant. Yeah, that's what French people sound like, I guess. Forget about sadness, just be silly. Exactly. All right, we're gonna go from doing, talking about very serious topics about people dying to the most silly live stream in the whole wide world. I think that the juxtaposition makes it very good. I mean, the best type of comedy is, the type that's able to juxtapose two very, opposite things, I guess, the contrast is what makes shit funny. Good night, cutie. Good night, I hope you've enjoyed your stay. Anyways, guys, Charlie Kirk looks ugly. Let's laugh at him again. Well, unfortunately, I might vomit before I laugh. He's very, very grotesque. And, it's just like, there's something about him where it's just like, ooh, Are we sure that that's like a human? Are you sure he's not like British or something? I don't know, dude. I think he's a British person, quote unquote, LARPing as an American. Because, like, there's no way, like, a person would look like that. I mean, come on. XQC is from Quebec, not French. Yeah, okay, either way, he's like, okay, I don't know where people come up with the XQC impression other than, like, oh, I'm somebody that talks fast. It's literally the same reason people compare me to Destiny. It's not based on the substance of what I'm actually saying, or even how I talk, or how I, structure my sentences. No, it's literally just, you talk fast, so that means that you're just like the other person that talks fast. It's like, no. XQC is more along the lines of, oh my god, guys, that is crazy! That is crazy, chat! Oh my god, are you guys seeing what is happening on screen? Oh my god, you know the thing right in front of you? I am going to point it out and say, oh my god, guys, that is crazy, chat! Oh my god, chat, are you seeing this? Alright, that's what XQC sounds like. Alright, I'm nothing like that. Oh, that was exhausting. Maybe I don't give him enough credit because, like, holy fuck, that's a lot of energy required. That was painful. That actually, like, hurt. That hurt my soul. And, to do that for 8 hours a day, that's gotta be hard work. I have a newfound respect for XQC, having to do that 24/7. I too would be very drained. I would start, what was, like, the thing Hassan said? That was, like, yeah, pretty cringe take. Comparing, being a streamer to, like a regular 9-to-5 job. Yeah, I could do that. I'd have to be successful first, but, anyways. I just came in here and I respect you for that. Let's fucking go. Loved your accent. Let's go. Hassan is unbearably cringe. I mean, a lot of people are unbearably cringe. I mean, I don't... Hassan is kind of hot, though, alright? Look, all I'm gonna say is, a day or two after, I do my HRT injections, I view them a little bit differently, okay? Yeah. Again, there's a reason I'm bisexual. And, yeah, that's, like, one of them. Yeah, he's attractive. Yeah. I don't know. I think I have a type when it comes to men. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is yet. I can't articulate it. But if anybody can, like, connect the dots, all right? You've got Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, aka Hayden Christensen. You've got Anthony Padilla from Smosh, all right? And you've got Hassan Piker. Femi Hassan Gunnar confirmed. Though I just think he's attractive, okay? Like, he's somebody that, like, okay, like, if I was gonna cuddle with a man, like, he would be, like, high up on the list of, like, who would I want to cuddle with, okay? Like, he would be, like, one of my, like, one of the, like, the, like, he'd be, like a, maybe not the first pick, necessarily. There's other people that would also, warrant that, but, he'd definitely be up there, okay? He'd definitely be up there. Oh, and Dean Withers. Dean Withers is cute. All right, dude, I'm waiting for him to become a femboy. All right, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the Dean Withers femboy arc. Okay. What do you think of Matt Bomber? I don't know who that is. Is he attractive? Is he hot? I also feel like personality matters a lot. Like, I feel like when it comes to, like, men's personality, I feel like I almost look for, like, something, like, softer. Like soft. In a way, like, I like soft men. He's so hot, actually. So I don't know how about back in 2011, damn. Matt Bomer. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, depending on, like, the era. Like, here, I'd say. Yeah, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. He's pretty damn cute. I won't lie. I'd have to, like, know what he's like as a person a little bit. Like, I can't, like, base vibes off of looks alone when it comes to men. Because, like, men's fashion is basically, like, like, you basically have 3 options or whatever. It's basically nothing, all right? And when it comes to your hair, okay, you've got 3 hairstyles. Okay, you've got bald, extremely short, and short. Okay, those are generally the three things you'll see. All right. It's like, oh wow, suit and a tie, very original. You know, it's very difficult to like parse out. Like, okay, is this somebody that would be my type? I have no idea. You know, it's very difficult to make that determination when it comes to men. Anyways, let's not body shame. It's not body shaming. I'm saying that like men's fashion is like, you know, way more boring compared to women's fashion. That's not like body shaming. That's just like, yeah, men don't have as much of a variety in style. They don't really express themselves that way as much as women do, right? So it makes it harder to clock somebody as your type if they're a man just based on their appearance alone, right? Does that make sense? Like, it could definitely help a little bit, but not entirely. Like, it's not like we're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the male equivalent of like, I don't know, very clearly dominant, like visibly dominant lesbian woman that wears fucking platformer shoes and wears goth makeup. Like, what would the male equivalent of that be? You know? Femi, what shoe size are you? I don't remember. No, someone was body shaming bald men. Ah, I see. Straight goth guy? No, because like a lot, no, because like, no, I feel like that's different because like some of them LARP. Not to say that women never LARP, but like, I feel like it's a coin flip. If it's like a straight goth guy, it's either gonna be like the sweetest guy ever or like a pedophile. All right, like those are the two options. All right, like it's either gonna be like a complete freakazoid or like, you know, the greatest person ever, and you have no idea. All right, you can't clock it just based on their appearance. Yo, thank you, LD Venus, for the 2 saying, Hugh Janus is a pretty hot dude. That very true. Very true. I agree. You got a good point there. Got a very good point. I couldn't possibly agree more. All right. Double tap the smash like if you agree. Anyways. Dude, why is somebody asking for a French onion soup in my chat? Oh, wait, that's like the, isn't that like a meme from like the what's like the, well, I know it's like from like some lol cow, I think. Is that like a Nova Online meme? I don't know. Sorry, I look, there's like a bunch of like lol cow Discord predators. So they're all the fucking same. All right? Like what is the meaningful difference between Nova Online and Jupiter the Hybrid? Like they look the same, they act the same, they sound the same. They have the same hygiene habits, which is none at all. You know, what like, they, you know, they're into the same category of people, which is children on Discord. Like, I mean, what is the difference? You know, they're all, they kind of blend into each other. You know, they're like the same person. It's like the same person, but slightly different. You know? They even live in the same state. Okay, have you ever seen Nova Online and Jupiter the Hybrid in the same room together? I don't think so, all right? I refuse to believe they're not the same person. All right? There's no way they're not the same person. They're so fucking similar. Like, I get the two confused. Unironically. OMG, your eye makeup looks so good. Yo, thank you. Anyways. Chat. Do you want to hear a preview of a schizophrenic diss track I've been working on? And by working on it, I mean it's like a shitpost that I made earlier today. That's like 44 seconds long. Who wants to see it? Well, if you want to see it, double tap to smash like. All right? Was your nickname Chapstick in high school because you were the bomb? Maybe. What kind of mascara do you use? I don't know. I'd have to, like, go look and see what the brand is. I forgot to do that, because, like, somebody asked what mascara I use, and I kind of forgot. I'm kind of too lazy to go look right now. But, yeah, I don't know. I just saw one that was, like, $8 and had good reviews on like, Amazon or some shit. And it was like, oh, damn, like, it's like, it was, like, on sale or whatever. So it was only $8. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get that one. And that's the one that I'm using. So I guess I got lucky. Apparently there's something really good about the mascara I'm using, because everyone keeps asking for it. I gotta start remembering what it is. But chat, I need to show myself more. Chat, we're currently, all right, we restarted stream not that long ago. All right, we're currently streaming in front of 210 of our closest friends and family. All right, but we only have 31 likes. All right, double tap the smash like to fix that immediately. All right, can we get 50 likes within the next 30 seconds, chat? All right, we're at 15:30 by the 16-minute mark. You know, in order for that to happen, you got to double tap. You know, everybody that's actively engaged just gotta double tap their screen. You know, it's free, easy, no logical reason not to do it. But we're 13 likes away, but also 15 seconds left. I don't know. We're 10 likes away, but 12 seconds left. I don't know. Okay, is it possible? I don't know. It depends. So it's up to you guys. Ooh, we're 4 likes away. We're very, 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 very close to 50. Very, very close. Damn it. All right. Well, we didn't get by the 16-minute mark. Maybe I need to be like a little bit slower with the goals, because it's also going to be delay. People's streams are also going to be delayed and shit. Yes, thank you for 50 likes. Obviously, keep double tapping. It boosts me in the algorithm. There's no reason not to do it, obviously. Now, what I want to talk about more than anything else, all right, on this fine Wednesday evening, all right, is on, I don't even know what this is. I wouldn't call it a second channel, because like my second channel would either be Lyrios or Lyrios. This is like a 4th channel where basically I just upload whatever I feel like in the moment. All right, and well, I made a schizophrenic commentary diss track preview. Reason it's a preview is because I didn't finish it. I just like spent like an hour or two, you know, writing stuff down, and then like, you know, did a few attempts recording. Is like, yeah, that's sufficient. You know, a few recording attempts, you know, for the lines, and yeah, it's good enough. You know, it sounds about right. Just yeah. But yeah, it's schizophrenic commentary diss track preview. It's 44 seconds long. All right. Now, disclaimer. All right. There's like about a 0% chance that I actually finish this because I'm fucking lazy. But you know, there's a non-zero chance it happens. You know. So well, like, without further ado, all right, let's hear my own song. I have to press play. I'm a lethal reader like how Pyro is a feeder. My wife sucks, I beat her cause I know that she a cheater. When Deckard sees a teenage girl, he just wants to breed her. Donald Trump's a pedo rapist, bitch, he ain't no fucking leader. I'm just saying random shit, for instance, Redstone repeater. Chad is such a nasty chaser, vomit-inducing dick eater. He says tranny cum is sweeter than his millimeter. Failed bread tube streamer will make money, bitch, you'll never be Sam Cedar. Ethan Ralph's pathetic and should keep his tiny penis caged. Nothing else can stop him from his own man baby rage. He has no idea how bad everything he said is aged. Cholesterol so bad and a liver that's seen better days. That fuck has— Yo, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Wait, I gotta turn the alert box off. Here, wait, we got the Ethan Ralph part. All right, we got the Ethan Ralph. Hold on, we gotta go back a little bit. All right, where I'm shitting on Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph's pathetic and should keep his tiny penis caged. Nothing else can stop him from his own man baby rage. He has no idea how bad everything he said is aged. Cholesterol so bad and a liver that's seen better days. That fuck can't stop eating and won't tell us what he really weighs. Can't stop himself from drinking either. His BMI must be outrageous. Lack of self-control, sadder than Dark Viper's 14 pages. Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking fire, bro. Let's go. Dude, it sounds very compressed on my end. I hope that's not an issue for you guys. Dude, I had fun making that. I was like bored, and I'm like, I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna write some schizophrenic song lyrics because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do. And so I was doing that. And yeah, I just kind of went crazy with it. And for whatever reason, I just like made it like a bunch of commentary shitter references. I made it about Chud Logic and Ethan Ralph for some reason. Why do I know these thighs? WTF? Where have you seen them? Sing the song? So the reason that wouldn't work is because I use Voicemeter, and yeah, my microphone is very delayed. Very delayed microphone. Yo, thank you, LD Venus, for the 2, saying show feet. Oh my god, of course. Of course you want me to show— Yo! Yo, thank you, Dan Clergyman, for the $50. Yeah, beautiful fucking bastard saying coom fart bubble. That is all. Best use of $50 I have ever seen. My goodness gracious. If that isn't the best use of 50, I mean, come on. That is a banger. That is a banger. All right, 07s in chat. $50 is very, very fucking generous. All right, people like you help keep the channel afloat. All right, 07s in chat for Dan Clergyman. All right. Hell yeah, dude, actual massive W. But yeah, the reason I wouldn't be able to do it is because the audio is going to be delayed. So like, if I, from my perspective, rap over the beat, my voice is going to be delayed on your guys' end, and it's not going to match up with the beat, right? So I specifically, even when I recorded it in Audacity without voice meter, it's delayed to an extent, and I had to like slide it back slightly so that it matched with the beat, right? Because it's always like a little bit delayed. That bothers me. I think it would bother most people, right? And that would make it sound bad. Yikes, that's bad. Well, I mean, it was a shit post. I mean, I made it in like a few hours, I think. You kind of look like Pyro Cynical. Hell yeah. Bars, bro. Hell yeah, dude. And the Deckard reference, the Pyro Cynical reference, dude, the Chud Logic reference. Girl getting the rage pig to squeal. Dude, I really hope Ethan Ralph sees it. All right, dude, we need Ethan Ralph to see my diss track. All right. Rhyming penis cage with the man baby rage was fire, to be fair. Thank you. Thank you. Look, okay, when I say it was fucking fire, I don't mean in terms of like musical talent or like, you know, artistic ability in that way, okay? I don't think like it was like a well-produced song or like in terms of the flow or whatever. All right? But like the idea is there, all right? The idea was fucking fire, all right? The bars were fire. I'm just not very good at making music. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not very technically proficient. I'm actually not technically proficient at all. But no, the lyrics themselves fucking slapped. All right, if I got somebody like Isbrokey to fucking say those lyrics, all right, that shit would be like, bro, that would be fire, bro. All right, but that's because like, you know, she's not retarded and she actually knows how to make music. I'm retarded and I don't know how to make music, so yeah, I guess the lyrics were good. Maybe I should write lyrics more. Maybe I should become a ghostwriter. I feel like I'd be better at that than like, you know, being the one that actually like, you know, makes the music, you know? Is this age restricted again? No, I'm not age restricting this. Why would, there's nothing 18 plus about this stream. No, I only age restricted the last one because we were talking about some very, very disturbing stuff, you know? Very, very disturbing stuff. It's like, yeah, just to play it safe. Just to play it safe. You know, I do think that sometimes you gotta play it safe with YouTube, you know? I'm glad you guys liked the little snippet. I'm glad you guys liked the little snippet. Yeah, I made it with Audacity. You know? I actually did fuck around with like the beat that I was using in FL Studio a little bit. I actually found like the individual like instruments that were like played or whatever, like that are in like a video where it was like they were like separate. I don't even know how somebody did that. But I did that, but it didn't get to the part of the beat where I took advantage of that. So yeah. But wait, does anybody know where the beat was from? Does anybody recognize the beat? Here, I'll play it again. I'll play it again for anybody that just got here. All right, I want to see if anyone recognizes where the beat comes from. All right? Because I will be impressed if somebody recognizes the beat. All right? FL Studio is complicated and I have no musical talent. All right, where do you guys think the beat is from? All right? I want to see if somebody gets it right. Guess where the beat came from. I'm a lethal reader like how Pyro is a feeder. My wife sucks, I beat her cause I know that she a cheater. When Deckard sees a teenage girl, he just wants to breed her. Donald Trump's a pedo rapist, bitch, he ain't no fucking leader. I'm just saying random shit, for instance, Redstone repeater. Chad is such a nasty chaser, vomit-inducing dick eater. He says tranny cum is sweeter than his millimeter. Failed bread tube streamer will make money, bitch, you'll never be Sam Cedar. Ethan Ralph's pathetic and should keep his tiny penis caged. Nothing else can stop him from his own man baby rage. He has no idea how bad everything he said is aged. Cholesterol so bad and a liver that's seen better days. That fuck can't stop eating and won't tell us what he really weighs. Can't stop himself from drinking either. His BMI must be outrageous. Lack of self-control, sadder than Dark Viper's 14 pages. No, it's not Star Wars related. Good guess. No, it's something more obscure than that. Something more obscure than that. This music is fire. Thanks. I made it in, like, an hour or two. It sounds like it's out of a video game. Good. Good. Does anybody know where it's from? Something Chicago Drill? No, not even close. It has nothing to do with Chicago Drill. But it works really well for it, I guess. I could. Dude, why is a fake Streamlabs account, like, trying to, like, preach, like, cringe Christian values or whatever? Isn't Ethan Ralph a sex offender? Probably. I feel like I recognize it, but I can't put my finger on it. But no, not Plants vs. Zombies. May you play the sound again? Alright, yeah. I'll give it another time. I'm a lethal reader like how Pyro is a feeder. My wife sucks at beat her cause I know that she a cheater. When Deckard sees a teenage girl, he just wants to breed her. Donald Trump's a pedo rapist, bitch, he ain't no fucking leader. I'm just seeing random shit for instance, threats don't repeater. Chad is such a nasty chaser, vomit-inducing dick eater. He says tranny cum is sweeter than his millimeter. Failed bread streamer will make money, bitch, you'll never be Sam Cedar. Ethan Ralph's pathetic and should keep his tiny penis caged. Nothing else can stop him from his own man baby rage. He has no idea how bad everything he said is aged. Cholesterol so bad and a liver that's seen better days. That fuck can't stop eating and won't tell us what he really weighs. Can't stop himself from drinking either. His BMI must be outrageous. Lack of self-control, sadder than Dark Viper's 14 pages. Oh, oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to replay it again. Alright, dude, if nobody can guess the beat, I'll say where it comes from. I don't know. It's very... Why does it make me think of Luigi's Haunted Mansion? It's not from that, but that is something that I could make a beat out of, potentially. I'm not sure. I didn't actually have to do anything to make it a beat. Like, it's something you can rap over. Just by default. The only thing I did was I decreased it by one semitone. So it's just like one key different, essentially. And I added a slight reverb. That's the only thing I did. But it is very raw aside from that. And I could have not done that and rapped over it, but I feel like it's slightly easier to rap over it like this. I don't know. Not Geometry Wars, nope. Sounded like children made it. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be fair, so yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right. It's not an old Mario game. Did anybody grow up with a 3DS? Did anybody have a 3DS growing up? How many of you in chat had a 3DS when you were a child? Alright. Me? I did. Duh. I still do. Face Raiders! Yes! Super Silver got it! Super Silver got it! Yes! Finally, somebody got it. Finally. Somebody other than me actually knows. You are a real one for knowing that. Yes, I love you. I love you too. I can't believe that somebody else remembers that. Oh. It was specifically the one from like the final stage. Right? It was the final stage, the phase 1 of the boss. It was like the one where it was like the big metal ball, where it has like the things that like come out of it and like shoot like the laser, and then you have to like flip them around so that it shoots the laser into itself. Okay, it was that one. You know, I still have all of my old faces from when I was like 10. Lol, dude, me too, dude. I remember. Okay, I went back there like a year ago. I went on my what was it, a year ago? It might have been over a year ago now. It might have been 2 years ago. I went on my 3DS for the first time in ages, and yeah, it was like very weird. Dude, I beat all my like previous high scores on Face Raiders. Dude, I'm gonna be real. Like, bro, that like the final stage was not that difficult. I think that we thought it was difficult because we were kids and we were bad at gaming. You know? Or maybe I just got better. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I have like, bro, I remember when I was like 10, dude, I would get so sad if I like deleted a face from the face collection on Face Raiders. I specifically remember that. But it's like you had to do it because like there was like a limited amount. Like you couldn't go infinitely. And, you know, I felt very sad because, you know, there was one face that was like, it was like literally just like a picture of my driveway. Just like the cement of my driveway. And I had to like, you know, I had to delete something. So, you know, that was the one I deleted, but I felt so bad about it because, you know, it like, I don't know, dude. It just feels so bad. It feels so wrong. Yeah, I started using the like face transfer or something to save extras. Yeah. Dude, I can't even describe. I don't know why I still remember that. Like it was yesterday. Yeah, the driveway will never be the same. Where did you do your voice training? Holy moly, I'm impressed. I started by watching the YouTuber Trans Voice Lessons, and then I started voice training in tranny voice training servers, essentially, on Discord. And I did that for a few months, practiced every night for hours, and then I sort of got the gist of it, and then I slowly feminized my voice, where I was just like, every week I would just do one thing to make it more feminine, once I understood like how that's accomplished, you know? Once I understand how my voice works and how you get there, right? Once I was able to like sort of do a girl voice, it's like, okay, now I understand like what muscles I need to use more, what I need to use less, etc. But yeah. Hello, you're beautiful as always. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so glad somebody remembers Face Raiders other than me. Alright? And I'm so glad, and like, I didn't want to say it right away because like I knew that if I do, then like people are gonna LARP pretending to remember it when they don't. You know? People are gonna be like, oh, yeah, I think I might have played that. Yeah, I think I did. That's like also my child. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's true. Um, anyways. Can you do your deep voice still? You better believe not as well as oh my god, I can't do it right now, apparently. Not as well as I used to be able to. Uh, yay, hi, you look so cool, not gonna lie, I'm panty romantic. Why, hello, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Ruby. I don't think I ever played Face Raiders. Sounds cool though, hell yeah. Bro, that shit was my childhood. Bro, I remember there was one time when I was like 8 years old or something. You know, I have like a 3DS XL that I still have. Okay, but before that I had like a normal size 3DS. It was like a black 3DS. So I have like a blue 3DS XL, I think. I still have that. The reason I have that is because originally I actually had like a regular 3DS. I think it was black. And you know, I remember I was playing Face Raiders in the bathtub. You know, a really smart thing to do is, you know, hold your device over the body of water while you're playing a game that requires you to move around a bunch. Very smart idea, of course. So yeah, but eventually I dropped it in the bath water, and yeah, I had to go buy myself a new one. I had to save up by doing a shit ton of chores. I was not happy about that. You know, I learned a very valuable lesson that day, which is don't play Face Raiders in the bathtub. All right, guys, don't do it. Bad idea. It's not worth it. And you know, ever since then, I've never, you know, once played Face Raiders in the bathtub. I've done other crazy shit in the bathtub for YouTube. But that's different, okay? That's different. You pass hella well. Good on you. Thank you. How is your voice completely female? Voice training, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. I do voice training so I can sort of, you know, make my voice sound like whatever the hell I want. You know, I'm just saying. I think it's a great skill to have. Are you trying, like, when you speak, you consciously, for everything, make voice? Actually, I used to have to make a conscious effort, but I really don't anymore. It's not really something I think about. It requires more effort for me to do this. Like, this requires effort. This does not require effort. This is effort. I'm, like, struggling to get it back deeper because I don't use these muscles anymore. So in order for me to, like, be good at doing this voice consistently, I would have to do it more.
I just don't use these deeper voice muscles anymore. So that's why it feels strained, it feels unnatural, it feels forced.
Whereas with this, these are muscles I use on a daily basis, so it doesn't feel forced because I'm used to it. You know, it's like it's basically like working out but with your vocal cords. Like, you know, it's like yeah, day one of working out, you know, oh shit, you know, bicep curls with 10 pounds, very difficult. Once you get used to it after a few months, it's like, oh, you know, it's pretty fucking light. It's actually 20 pounds is what that feels like now. And it's like you sort of work your way up, you know? But then you've been skipping leg day and your legs actually get weaker and now you're not able to use those as well. That's the best analogy I could think of. It's basically the same thing. Okay, why are people asking? Okay, I already covered the thing that happened in Minnesota. All right, I'm not doing another stream on it. If you want to see my thoughts, go watch the VOD, I guess, if it's that important. Like, I don't think that there's, like, any, like, controversial takes that I have. Like, yeah, it's, like, bad to kill people. Whoa, wow, I know, such a brave take. From yours truly. Oh, such a brave, controversial take. Yeah, you shouldn't kill innocent people. That's, like, a bad thing. Like, what am I meant to say on it? Like, I mean, there's not much I can say that hasn't already been said. Especially considering just saying. The low version doesn't sound particularly masculine. It used to sound a lot more masculine. But yeah. I never really played a Face Raider CVH. Yeah. Yeah, most people don't remember it. Most people never played it. It's like built into the 3DS. It's not like a specific game you buy. It's just in the 3DS by default. I wish I was as pretty as you. I'm gonna be real, you probably are. Alright? You probably are. Is abortion murder? No, for the same reason it's not murder to chop down a tree, a non-sentient life form. It's not murder to, I don't know, get rid of a clump of cells. Like, yeah, that's not murder. Like, yeah, you're killing the tree, you're killing the clump of cells, whatever the fuck, right? That's not a sentient life form. Why does it warrant moral consideration? Right? There's no reason for that. What's your favorite TV show? Probably Doctor Who from, I don't know, from the 9th to 12th Doctor, and then the writing just kind of fell off after that. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like anything to do with like the 13th Doctor. You know, the actress, you know, put her all of her energy into it. You know, the actress was good. It was just the writing was terrible, and it was like, oh well, these are like not very compelling villains at all, and you know, the story is just not interesting at all. Yeah, the character dynamics are not that interesting. Yeah, there's just nothing interesting happening. It'd always be like the most predictable shit ever. You know, I remember watching Doctor Who for the first time, and it was like, you know, it would be like, I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen. Like, how is he gonna, you know, solve this, you know? And then with, like, when it came around to the 13th Doctor, it's like, you know, I'd be able to predict, like, oh, yeah, this is what would happen. Or it would be something so contrived where it's like, well, yeah, I guess I didn't predict that, but it's, like, also kind of bullshit. Like, that's, like, really dumb. That's, like, just, like, completely contrived. Doesn't make sense with the rest of the plot. I don't know. It's been a while since I saw it. I was very, very disappointed. And I kept watching it because I'm like, oh, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We are so close to a cat girl stream. You're sleeping on the opportunity girly pop. I see. Smash? You know, I appreciate the honesty. I'm trying to train myself to have a dude voice for the fun of confusing people. Hell yeah. I think cis women should do that. I think cis women should do it. I think non-binary people should do it. I mean, trans men that are pre-HRT can do it if they want as well. Why not? Yo, thank you, Felix. 123 for the 2 pounds. You beautiful fucking bastard. Saying you've helped me so much in my confidence. Thank you so much. Aw. Wait, that's actually really sweet. That's actually, like, super wholesome. I really appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, the little donos like that. They're, like, super wholesome. And then right under that, I'd die just to have a taste. Thank you, Sora of the Darkness, for the 2. Great stuff. Great stuff. Wonderful. Amazing even, you know? I am so jealous. I wished I looked like you. See, from my perspective, it's like, why would anyone want to look like me? From my perspective, it seems silly, but I guess people view me differently than I view myself. Yes, the 2 genders of Femyoz chatters. Exactly. Exactly. You're either biologically wholesome or biologically a gooner. All right? There's no middle ground there. All right? Those are the two genders. In the Femyoz live chat, I guess. For some reason. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay, maybe not, but like the juxtaposition is very funny to say the very least. You know, we attract all sorts of different people over here. We got a very big, wide audience, all right? We're like a big tent. We're like a big tent politician, all right? We take all comers, all right? We welcome everybody here, unless you're like a serial killer or a pedophile, all right? Yeah, that's right. Dude, unironically, that do be kind of true though. You look amazing for real. Well, thank you. I'm also trans male. We got trans men in chat. Let's go. Yeah, we got all sorts of different people. Have you heard of Ultra Kill? Well, I've never played it. Country accent. Yeah. Anyways, she's okay looking. Yeah, I could get behind that. I feel like that's like a more reasonable take. For me, I broke my toe skating and I have to walk 3 kilometers to meet someone. I'm so much pain. I want to cry. Maybe call an ambulance or something. Go to the ER. Don't walk on your broken toe. Don't walk on. Don't do that. Like, did you just break it, or is it like broken like a week ago? Like, when did you break it? Don't walk on it. Bad idea. Have somebody drive you if need be. Literally anything. There are 3 genders: Bugs Bunny, Link, and Weird Al. This is true. This is very accurate. I agree. You look like you can draw. Well, just because I look like I can draw doesn't mean that I can. You know, it's one of the many things that could have been a redeeming quality of mine, but it's not. Yo, thank you, Sora of the Darkness, for the $5. You got beautiful fucking bastard saying, legit though, it's nice stumbling back to your streams every now and then. And then it's super cute and funny. Making OnlyFans, I'd sub. You know, fair enough. Maybe I should do OnlyFans content. You know, I could get some money. You know, I could get the bag. Why not? Gotta respect the grind, yeah. I too am a grind respecter. Which is why I participate in the grind, you know? Very important stuff. We're honest today. Yeah, we are very honest today. And honesty is the best policy, all right? That's what Abraham Lincoln said. Now that's an Abraham Lincoln quote. Which means it's true. Be as honest as possible. No matter what. Under all circumstances, actually. It's exactly what that means. I'd give it a taste. Yeah, see exactly, like a perfect example, you know? No redeeming qualities, bestie, not even one. Well, I'm not Hitler, so I've got that going for me. I'm not literally Hitler. I don't think. You into computer science? No, I'm too dumb for that shit. If I wasn't Arrow Ace, I'd smash. Real. Anyways. When is a baby not a clump of cells? Well, the standard that I'm invoking is whether or not they're sentient. So maybe engage with the argument that I'm making. You know? Maybe engage with what I said. Right? I said that it's on the basis of whether or not they're sentient. That was the common characteristic I said that I cited between, you know, just like a clump of cells, you know, at conception, and a tree. Right? These are non-sentient life forms. They do not warrant moral consideration. Engage with the comparison I made. Yo, thank you, Jack Railroad, for the 2. You guys have been very generous today. I really, really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate the fuck out of you all. Is that hair real? You better believe it is. You better believe it is. Do you have any stories that you would share willingly about strangers walking up to you? Oh boy. Like in what context? Because I feel like if a stranger walks up to me, it's normally going to be like some normal interaction that like all of you would also experience. When is a baby sentient? Do you mean a fetus? It's not the same thing as a baby, but if we're talking about a fetus, it's gonna be within, I think it's at the very least 20 weeks. 20 weeks minimum. 20 weeks is the minimum. Right? Absolute minimum. Anyways. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I hate strangers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of them suck. 26 weeks. Yeah, I mean, and that's just like, okay, like what's guaranteed? I think it's, yeah, it's somewhere from like 20 to 26 weeks, I think. I could be. I think it was like, I don't know. I think newer studies on the matter say like 26 is the minimum and like 30 is like, or like 30 something is the maximum. I don't know. Um so like I am like giving like a very conservative estimate, you know. Oh. Your eyes are like the perfect type that I like from anime. Chronically tired. Weird to see them on a real person, but 10 out of 10. My friend, that's called being sleep deprived. But I'm glad you enjoy the sleep deprivation look. Yeah. Teehee. Um is abortion murder when a baby is in the mother past 26 weeks? Um I don't know, like is it murder to like kill a rat? Because it'd be like a, you could make like the argument like a rat would be more sentient. So like I don't know. It depends on what you classify as murder. That's why I'm not interested in defining whether or not it would classify as murder. I'm more interested in defining whether or not it's moral. Right? Is there like a moral harm? Right? Because unless you have like some clear definition of murder that makes logical sense, right? It's not just entirely arbitrary, right? There's like some sort of consistent standard there that applies universally, right? And can be backed by something. To remove a parasite. Yeah, and again, I haven't even gotten to the bodily autonomy arguments, right? I haven't even gotten to those arguments. But like after like I'm pretty sure after like a certain number of weeks, like you can just like remove the fetus prematurely, and and it'll be fine. I'm not sure like what the cutoff is, but like you can do a C-section just for that. So like I don't think that there's gonna be like I don't even think there's like this huge gap of time where it's like, oh, you know, they're sentient but they're not able to be born. I'm gonna be so real. Like, oh, they're sentient but like a C-section is not viable yet. Like I don't think there's like a big window of time where that's the case. Do you morally think abortion is murder? What? Like, I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I don't again, you're just like, not saying what murder is. Right? How are you defining murder? So I said no because I don't think that it's murder to kill a rat. Right? Same level of sentience, right? It's not murder. So why is it not murder to kill a rat? But it's murder to kill something that's equally sentient or less sentient. Right? That doesn't make any sense. Right? So either provide me with like a consistent standard of what murder is, not some arbitrary shit, not something arbitrary, but something consistent that can be applied universally, or alternatively, just stop trying to define whether or not it's murder and actually, I don't know, look at whether or not it causes objective or measurable harm. Why not take a look at does this entity warrant moral consideration, and if so, how much and why? Okay, that is the crux of the argument here. All right, you don't need to create this degree of separation. I know what you're trying to do. You might not realize it, but you're trying to create a degree of separation here. Have you ever had someone dox you over being trans? No, I've had people try. I have in the past, and I was wondering if you have to. No, people have tried. But if I have to go, you're really cool. Hell yeah. Do you believe it's murder to get an abortion past 26? I already said no, fucking retard. You're dumb. I said no for the same reason that it's not wrong or murder to kill a rat. But you're actually fucking brain dead. I love how you're handling chat. Dude, I have to be like the fucking retard wrangler. Like dude, I'm chat's retard wrangler, okay? I should get someone to drive me. I have no money. I broke it trying to do some kickflip and landed funny. But it's just like, One of the middle toes, so I think I'll live. All right, well, really be careful, all right? Seriously. It's 4 a.m. where I live, and I am happy this is how I'm spending quote-unquote sleep time. The best way to spend it, of course. It was murder when one of your quote-unquote sisters shot up a school today. Yeah, nobody disagrees with that. Nobody is saying that that person was just a murder, you fucking moron. You're actually retarded. You know, maybe what I should start doing is it's like, okay, well, you're like a white dude, and you know, was it murder when like the other white people shot up the school? Oh, wait, it's like kind of retarded to like invoke that as like an argument, as like some sort of own. Heh, white people, am I right? Well, yeah. White men disproportionately are the shooters, so. I mean, what does that say about society? What does that say about white men? Well, not much, right? The same way that like, oh, there's like one shooter that was trans. Okay, great. That also doesn't say much. It's disgusting that people care more about the fetus than the actual person carrying it. No, literally. It's just like the most inhumane shit imaginable. Well, I'll probably be back on another one of your streams. All right. Well, it's good to have you here, Ruby, and feel free to come back at any point. You know, I'll try to stream every day. You know, I'm trying to do nightly streams. Oh, I'm tired. I'm a little bit tired. Oh, I'm tired. Why do you act so bitchy towards basic valid questions? Like what? Whether or not I'm personally responsible for a shooting that I had nothing to do with because I'm trans? Yeah, I think that's like reasonable for me to like make fun of somebody for such a retarded take. It's actually perfectly reasonable to blame the entire trans community for the actions of one singular trans person that no other trans person agrees with. I think that you need to condemn it every 5 seconds. Okay, then white men need to condemn school shooters that are white every 5 seconds, because those are also white men, all right? So not murder or bad to kill sentient humans? Hold on, you're fundamentally making an error in your reasoning. It depends on the human. Depends on the human. So for instance, like a brain-dead human is not something that we would grant personhood, right? It's brain dead, it's never coming back, right? It's still technically alive, but it's not really a person, right? And we don't treat it as such, and there's a good reason for that, right? It's not murder if I fucking pull the plug, all right? They're not coming back, all right? They're never gonna have a single thought ever again. It's literally impossible for them to, right? But that's still an alive human, right? So that's not murder. So it's not a matter of whether or not it's like an alive human. So human is not part of the equation. Okay? So sentient is the only relevant variable. So throw out the word human. That's irrelevant. It doesn't have any bearing on it whatsoever. And focus on sentient. Now, if it's the case that rats, which have some level of sentience, are you know, if it's the case that killing like an innocent rat isn't considered murder, then killing things of lesser or equal sentience to a rat would also necessarily not be able to be considered murder. Right? This is very basic stuff. Very obvious, very logical. It shouldn't be that difficult to understand. Like ignore the word human. Just sentient creatures. Right? And again, I'm asking you, what is your definition of murder? Is it murder to kill an innocent rat? Yes or no? That's gonna make a big difference. You're obviously not gonna answer the question or engage. Right? Obviously, if the answer is no, then yeah, no, it's not murder to kill a barely sentient fetus, right? That has the same level of sentience as the rat. Right? Maybe engage with the argument I'm making, you know? Engage with what I'm actually saying. Instead of like trying to avoid it. Being like, well, but like they're human. Yeah, but we already established why that's irrelevant. So it can't be the case that them being human is important, all right? There are alive humans that are okay to kill, like brain-dead people. So that's not the standard that we would set, right? We obviously ascribe some sort of personhood, right? But if we actually look at what personhood is, it's just social fiction, right? It's shit we made up. So all we have left is sentience. That's the only thing we can really look at is sentience. It's something that's scientifically measurable. It's something that would be consistent, universal, right? In terms of how we measure the moral consideration of living creatures, right? Thanks for the gifted stranger. Yes, that was Dan Clergyman. So yes, Oh my god. Dan Clergyman. I almost said Clan Dlergyman. That wouldn't make sense. Time to restart stream. I probably will at the hour mark. Dude, the stream got like a bunch of viewers, then it died. Alright, streams are dying faster now. What the hell? Am I doing something wrong? It's 50 now, girly pop. Yeah, I want to at least like have it go for like an hour. You know, like at least an hour? Question mark maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's because like I was like talking about like topics that like a normal person isn't interested in. That's the thing is it's like a topic that I find interesting. All right, yeah, we'll restart stream. All right, I'm about to restart stream. All right, I gotta. What are we gonna watch? What are we gonna watch on stream? All right, what's some easy content for me that would be entertaining for everybody? I don't know. Dude, I'm gonna have to go dumpster diving for content now. Not that I was, not already doing that, but I have to do it more. Oh, we could watch a video called The Feminist Lie. That could be, nah, that sounds like it might be boring though. Because it's like old people. So they're probably like slow and boring. Even at like 2 times speed. Yaoi, let's watch Yaoi. Okay, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. You're insane. You're deranged. You're mentally ill. Oh, some people are live though. We got Michael Nelson. Was live recently. We could watch Michael Nelson. We could watch Pastor Mark Driscoll. Wait. How to be a good leader with Trump in the thumbnail. That could be good. That could be a great video. Is he like a Trump supporter, or is he gonna like pretend to like both sides and be like, actually all politicians are bad? Like, yeah, no shit. Like maybe have like an actual position. How to spot a hypocrite. Is he somebody that's like a Trumpy that like sided with Trump over Elon or whatever? I assume.
The new part of us hates our old decisions.
Oh, that's strange. Okay, my headphones died, I think. I'm sorry. We are not lip readers. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize. I was yapping. How long was I yapping for? How long was I fucking yapping for? What the fuck? That's actually like annoying. Alright, I gotta charge my headphones. Alright, well that's why the audio cut out. The damn headphones. Your entire yap sesh was muted. Okay, wow. Jordan Peterson jump scare. What? There was? Better not be. Alright, we're gonna watch Are Christians Better People? Where he compares himself to Scientology in the thumbnail for some reason. It's like, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're probably better than some of the worst people on earth. I'm sure. Well, very, very proud of you. It's like, oh, are Christians good people? And it's like, well, you know, they are better than Hitler. It's like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you are technically better than Hitler, I guess. But that's not like a great way of selling yourself. But and we could do the lie many pastors have told, and then it's like a gay flag. And lastly, 29 signs that you're feeling a Jezebel spirit. All right, and that one's gonna be that one's like the longest. All right, the other two are like 5 minutes long. All right. Lamau, some are saying, some are judgmental. Yep. Wait, we're at 99 likes. Double tap to smash like. All right, one more person. Double tap. Who wants to be the 100th like? I know you do. You haven't smashed like. I see you. You haven't smashed like. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But yeah, we gotta. Yeah, short streams are like very, very volatile in terms of how they work. Now, I don't know what it is. But yeah. I need to drink some water, and then I'm gonna drink some more water. I'm dehydrated. Yo, it'd be fun if you reacted to like formal debate rounds, Femyoz. It'd be fun if you're like me and you're autistic and that's something you're actually interested in. I don't think most people are going to be interested in that, to be honest. I think it's like a... Yeah, if you actually like do debate, you're going to be interested in that. Like, most people don't give a fuck about my debate analysis. Most people aren't debaters. I don't know, that's just like very niche. And it's not like I'm like a particularly like great debater or anything. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like above average, I guess. Like compared to like, you know, the average person who doesn't do debate. So, I mean, yeah. You non-debate nerds? Well, that's the thing is like I'm kind of a debate nerd. You know, I can beat most people in a debate, I think. Like, unless it's somebody that's like also like a debate nerd or like clearly more of a debate nerd than me that actually takes it seriously. Then like, yeah, yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what, you know, decides, you know, whether or not I have an easy time. You know. Well, I freaking dropped out debate. My first loss was devastating, really? See, I never had that. I never had like a devastating loss, I don't think. I don't think I've ever like I don't think there's ever been like a debate where it's like, oh wow, I really regret doing that. I'm so sad that I, you know, had that debate. Actually, no, that's not true. I think there have been. I think yeah. I think I might, yeah. So become an introvert afterwards. I had a debate recently and now I can't get out. Yeah, yeah. Now you understand the struggle of being a debate bro at heart. Most people are better than Hitler, but if your starting point of morality is Hitler, then you're probably not a good person. Well, that's the point that I'm making. Is like, okay, you're comparing yourself to Scientology to ask whether or not Christians are better in general. Like, yeah, I mean, in general, yeah, you're probably better than Scientologists. That's like a really low bar. It's like, well, yeah, Christians are like better than everybody because like, you know, like Christianity says that like rape is, well, actually Christianity doesn't say rape is bad. It actually endorses it sometimes, but you know, I mean, yeah, each their own, I guess. The only good IRL debates I had were with cops, which sucks ass, but they were slick with it. Both religious debates. Yeah, I will say. Oh yeah, because I think, oh yeah, 2 weeks into debate, I think I technically did lose to Darth Dawkins because he's like a debate pervert or whatever. I'll like find like a new debater that's like, it's like, oh yeah, my second debate. I've never done this before. Um, but he optically didn't look very good. I think I optically, I don't know. I don't know. I think it might have been even. Like I did terrible, but like, he also, rhetorically, I wouldn't say he's particularly effective. I don't know. At least I don't think he is. Um, it's like he wasn't able to answer basic questions, and it's like you're supposed to be like the expert. You're supposed to be like the I've been debating for 10 years guy. I mean, his attitude was, I've been debating for 10 years. Sit the fuck down, little kid. That was like basically his attitude towards me. And it's like, well, yeah, that makes you, I mean, when you're not able to answer my questions directly, like, yeah, that makes you look really shit. Like, it's like, wow, you had one job, which is like being like a debate nerd for 10 years. And like, dude, it's like, my second live stream doing debates, and like you're struggling to answer my questions. Like that, yeah, that's probably like an issue. I think there might be something wrong there. You might have to, work on your rhetoric a little bit. You might have to, like, I don't know, be able to argue outside of your fucking dialogue tree. That's the thing about Darth Dawkins, and I didn't even realize it at the time. They get really upset if you stray away from their dialogue tree too much. If you think outside the box, that they really don't like that. They want you to stick to their dialogue tree. They won't engage in anything else. Right? Because that requires them to think, and they don't want to do that, right? They've already done the thinking, all right? They don't want to do it anymore. All right? They've done as much thinking as they're willing to do, which is basically just, affirming their existing biases. Zoophilia is for transphobes? True. I analyze everyday conversations as debates, which is a little irritating for both me and the person I'm talking with. Yeah, no, I get that. Bro, there have been times where, like, somebody in real life is like, dude, what, like, why, this isn't a fucking debate. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. But, like, also, like, I'm factually correct. Like, you at least agree with that, though, right? Like, well, it doesn't matter. But it's like, okay, but, like, you're logically inconsistent. Like, you're on one hand saying this one thing, and this other thing that you also believe, like, contradicts it. So you have to pick one. Yeah, it's very addicting. It's very, very difficult to get out of. Anyways, I should go piss. Oh wait, are we talking about MRAW debating me on the ethics of zoophilia? Bro, I was like not prepared for that debate. I'm like, dude, I like I said, it's just not something I really think about. I'm gonna be real. I've never on my own thought about, is it ethical to fuck dogs? Is that an okay thing to do? Like, I guess I ended up having to, but it was against my will. All right, that's what we call debate pedophilia. It's just, forcing you to engage with shit like that. But I I understand why people do it. It is interesting as like a mechanism through which you test the the logical reasoning skills of the people you're debating. I get it. All right, I need to pee. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. All right, and then I'll restart stream. All right. Alright, chat, we're back. We're back, everybody. We're back. Alright, we're gonna restart stream now. Because obviously, like, every hour it dies in the algorithm because it's short, and yeah. We gotta mitigate the you know, the ramifications of that. Wow, that was like a really autistic way of saying it. Yo, my hair is fucking chopped now. What the hell? Why is my hair so chopped? Well, I'm getting bangs the day after tomorrow, so yeah. Woo. On Friday. 2 days. Less than 48 hours, I think. Yeah. Wow. That's less than 48 hours from now. Alright, it'll be a brand new me. And by that I mean I'll look exactly the same, but with different hair. So I'll look slightly different. That's right. I'll look ever so slightly different. Maybe I look very I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, chat. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna restart stream, so don't go anywhere. I'm starting another stream, don't worry. Alright? This is just for, like, you know, boosting myself in the algorithm, you know? Also, hello, Eric Vandenborn. Very good to see you here, big teddy bear. Very, very good to see you here. Alright? Anyways. Alright, restarting stream now.